Hi, I hope you're having a lovely week. Today we're going to be going through some exercises to really help with our shoulders and our arms. You may have seen a lot of people recently around who are starting to sort of become a bit more round-shouldered, okay? And that generally happens because people are spending so much time on their desks or at their desks typing or writing, and they're becoming really round shouldered. Okay, so I want to give you some exercises today to help you be able to draw those shoulders back and keep them now in line with the hip and the lower leg, which is our aim, standing up nice and tall. So pop your band down to begin, and we're just going to start with some gentle roll downs. Okay, so your feet are underneath you, taking a deep breath in, and exhale, start dropping the head down towards the floor and coming all the way down. Imagine that your head is heavy and it's pulling you down. So you're really getting a nice lengthening feeling down the back of the hamstrings. It doesn't matter where your hands are, but just focus and look at the knee. Take a couple of breaths here. Good, and as you exhale, just start beginning to move those arms, almost like you're a raggedy doll. Just release any tension that you've got in your shoulders and your arms. Lovely, taking a deep breath in and exhaling, coming all the way back up to standing. Lovely. Shoulders coming back. Let's do one more. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, dropping the head down towards the chest. And again, coming all the way down. Remember that feeling of heaviness through the upper body, the feeling of the length through those hamstrings, which is the back of the legs. This time we're down here. Shake your head left to right as though you're saying no. Shake your head up and down as though you're saying yes. Good. Take a deep breath in here and exhale, coming all the way up to standing. Lovely. Let's grab hold of our bands. Okay, so before we begin our exercises, let's make sure that we're standing in the correct way. Okay, so if I'm on my side view here, I want you to make sure that your outside edge of your knee is in line with your lower ankle. Okay, so just bend the knees and straighten, and again bend and straighten. And next time you straighten, just make sure that the outside edge is in line with the outside ankle. So a nice long line, almost like the seam of your trousers are in line. Okay, it's not rotating forwards or back throughout the leg there. Coming up to your pelvis here, okay? And again, the pelvis can be imagined as a bowl of water. And you want to make sure that the water inside that bowl is nice and level. Okay, so if you tip your pelvis forward, the water is going to gush forward. And if you tilt your pelvis back, the water is going to fall back onto the legs. Okay, so what I really want you to do here is maybe just start with some nice tilting of the pelvis and then slow the movement down until you feel as though the water in that bowl is level. Okay, lovely. So this will also feel, if you place the heel of your hand on your hip bones, which are right at the front, and your pubic bone is pressed in with your index finger, those two landmarks should be completely level. So you don't want your fingers behind you, and you don't want your fingers in front of the palm of the hand, heel of the hand. So you're it's going to be nice and level. Coming up to your rib cage, just take a deep breath in, sigh the ribs down, so you feel that the ribs and the hips are in line together. Okay, open up through the front of the shoulder. And make sure that the ear is also in front of the shoulder. If you can maybe pause the video, walk to a full length mirror somewhere and just make sure that you are in alignment, okay, and then walk back. Sometimes it's hard to actually know where you are in space without actually seeing it. Okay, so that might be something that you could do just to make sure that you are in your correct alignment. Okay, with your band now, you're going to hold onto the band, palm facing up, and we're going to place the band in between the thumb and the index finger. So remember, if you've got a really light band, okay, you can double your band over, okay, just to make sure you've got a little bit of resistance. Just play around with it. If it doesn't feel right to start with, you can always just change it. Okay, you're now going to make sure that the outside shoulder is in line with the hip and the lower body. You're going to have a 90-degree angle with this arm here. Okay, you're going to have the palms facing out, just holding on to your band. Feet are underneath you. Okay, we're just going to start now pulling that band out to the side and then drawing it back in. Lovely, taking it out to the side and drawing it back in. So here I want you to really focus on keeping those elbows tucked into the torso. They're not sort of rotating forwards and back. They're not coming out to the side and doing like a wave, okay? And again, pulling out to the side. Lovely. Remember, you have the ability to change the resistance here, okay? So just keep going. But if you bring your hands further in towards the middle of the band, it's going to be harder. And if you take your hands further to the ends of the band, it's going to be a lot easier. So you want to be able to feel the band lengthening and tightening, okay? You're going to be feeling this in the back rear delt here, right at the back of the shoulder, and that's going to help open you up. Lovely. Make sure you're not holding your breath and you're pulling out. Lovely. You want to think about the end range, so pulling out to the end range, really open through the front of the shoulder. Okay, so you don't want to be coming to here. You want to feel like you're opening up and bringing it back in again. Lovely. And again, taking it out to the side. Keep breathing. Breathe out as you open up the arms and in as you bring them in. Great. And again. Lovely. Let's go for 3 more of these. Lovely. And last time, you're going to hold it open here now. We're doing little pulses, bring them halfway in and then out to the full range. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Drop the arms down, give them a nice roll, release, give them a shake. Great. Let's go for 1 more time. Holding on to the band again. And again, if you've moved around and you're not sure where the posture, if your posture is in the correct place, just make sure that you line yourself up, hips in line with the knee and the ankle, ribs are relaxed, shoulders are wide and the ears are in line with the shoulder. Okay, so let's start. Taking out the band to the sides and drawing it back in. Good. And again, nice full range. Make sure you're bringing them in, back and arms back into parallel, and then you're pulling them out to the side. Keep those elbows tucked in. Great. Let's go for a couple more. 1 and 2, holding it out. Let's go for some pulses, bringing them in and taking them out. Let's go. Lovely. Go for 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Great. Release the shoulders, give them a release. Well done. Okay, so taking your band now, you're going to be stepping on the middle of your band. Okay. So again, we're going to be in our nice Pilates position, and I'm going to be holding on to the ends of my band to start with, and then we can play with resistance depending on how it goes. So the length of your band here will really make a difference depending on how high you can take your arms. Okay, so we're just going to be taking our arms straight out to the sides and bringing it back down. Okay, so just keep going, but just make sure that you're not trying to increase the range by swinging through the pelvis, okay? So you want to make sure that the arms are coming all the way up and coming all the way down, all the way back up and all the way back down. Lovely. Keep going. Now, if you're finding this is quite easy, remember you can take your hands further down your band just to create a little bit more resistance. Fantastic. Keep going. Okay, let's go for 2 more. And now you're going to take out one arm, you're going to hold it there, and we're going to do single arm. Single arm is great. Single arm work mainly because we actually don't always lift with both arms. Okay, maybe we have a child and we're just holding the child in one arm, or a really heavy bag of shopping. So it's important that we work single arm as well. Whew. Let's go for 3 more of these. And last one. Lovely, bringing the arms down. Let's have a quick release. And the opposite side. And bringing the arm up and taking it down. Lovely. Keep going. Remember, you're not swinging forwards and back with your pelvis. You're keeping everything nice and still. As you're fatiguing, or if you are fatiguing, you can take your hands down the band, okay? You just want to make sure that you're still getting that nice range. Let's go for 3 more. Lovely, and last one. Great, and release the shoulders. Okay, we're going to be now taking the band into one foot, holding on to the ends of the band. You're going to step back into a lunge. Okay, so here we're going to do a nice bicep curl. So I want you to start with a hinge through the hip. So you're nice and long from the back of the head all the way down to the heel. You're not rounding through the shoulders, so make sure those shoulders are open. Keep the elbows tucked in, and you're going to pull your hands or your fists towards your shoulders in a bicep curl. Let's focus on our breath. Taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently draw the belly button towards the spine. Lovely, keep going. Let's go for 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely, standing up nice and tall, and again release the shoulders. Just switch feet, taking the opposite leg behind, and again you're in that nice lunge position, hinging at the hip, lifting up the heel. Great. Okay, again you're just going to have a gentle bend at the wrist, at the elbow, and you're going to pull your arms back. Again, you're going to play at that resistance, making sure that you are feeling it in the backs of the arms into the triceps. Good. And again, let's focus on that breath, taking a big deep breath in and exhale. So it's really important that you don't hold your breath here. Okay, so keep focusing on your breath. Nice and slow and deep. Lovely. Let's go for 4 more. 2 and 1. Standing up nice and tall. Well done. Placing the band onto the floor. And you're just going to do a really nice shoulder shrug. And the opposite way. Great, reaching the arms out really wide and lengthen through the arms. Turn the palms backwards. Good. And again, forwards and back. Lovely. Nice release through the shoulders again. And let's finish with the roll down. Take a deep breath in and rolling all the way down. Lovely. Give your hands a nice release. Okay, this time really let the arms just release because I've worked quite hard. Good, keep everything still now. Take a deep breath in and exhale, draw the belly button up to the spine and come all the way up. Lovely. Open up through the arms one more time. Reach, lengthen, and the other way. And lovely. Well done. That was just a really small snippet of what we did in class this week. Okay, great. Thanks so much. Bye.